Hi everyone! Today we delve into the captivating world of Impressionism, an art movement that revolutionized our perception of light and life. Today we will be discussing the following: the conditions and context in which the period emerged, its proponents, the notable artists and their artworks, and the interpretations. So let's embark on this journey to explore how Impressionist artists brought the canvas to life with their unique vision of the world around them. So now let's discuss the conditions and context in which the period emerged. Impressionism was a radical art movement that emerged in the late 19th century, specifically between about 1867 and 1886. This period was marked by a transformation in the art world, with artists moving away from traditional subjects like history, mythology, and religion, and instead focusing on portraying modern life and the effects of light and color. The movement began in Paris in the early 1860s when a group of young artists, including Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, Camille Pissarro, Alfred Sisley, Edgar Degas, and Bert Morisot started to paint what they saw, thought, and felt. They were later joined by the other significant artists such as Gustave Caillebotte, Mary Cassatt, Paul Gauguin, and Georges Seurat. These artists shared a dissatisfaction with the academic teaching of the time, which emphasized historical or mythological subject matter with literary or anecdotal overtones. They rejected the conventional imaginative or idealizing treatments of academic painting. Instead, they sought to capture the transient effects of light and color, accurately and objectively recording contemporary life. The term Impressionism itself was initially used by critics in a derogatory sense, referring to the new style of painting that emphasized the effects of light and color rather than the details of a scene or subject. However, the artists embraced the term, and it has since come to define one of the most influential movements in modern painting. The conditions that led to the emergence of Impressionism included a growing interest in capturing the momentary effects of light and a desire to paint contemporary life as it was, rather than idealized versions of the past. This shift was also influenced by the introduction of new technologies such as the portable paint tube and the box easel, which allowed artists to paint en plein air or outdoors and capture the changing qualities of natural light. Overall, Impressionism marked a departure from the rigidity of formal artistic conventions and opened up new possibilities for personal expression and the study of light and color in art. And now, let's move on to the proponents to be discussed by Realyn.
Proponents. The movement's proponents were a group of artists who shared similar approaches and techniques, and they were united in their dissatisfaction with academic standards of the time. The key proponents of Impressionism include Claude Monet, often regarded as the leading figure of the movement. Monet's work is synonymous with the Impressionist style, particularly series of water lilies and landscapes that capture the changing qualities of light. Pierre-Auguste Renoir, known for his vibrant light and saturated color. Renoir's painting often focused on people in intimate and candid compositions. Camille Pissarro, considered by some to be the dean of the Impressionist painters, he was a pivotal figure in both the stylistic and the social sense, mentoring many other artists. Edgar Degas. Though he preferred to be called a realist, Degas was an important figure in Impressionism and is famous for his paintings, sculptures, prints, and drawings. Bert Morisot. One of the few prominent female Impressionists, her work includes landscapes, portraits, garden settings, and domestic scenes. Alfred Sisley. Known for his dedication to painting landscapes, Sisley's work is marked by a delicate handling of paint and a keen observation of atmospheric conditions. Other significant figures who joined the movement later or were associated with it include Gustave Caillebotte, Mary Cassatt, Paul Gauguin, and Georges Seurat. These artists, despite their individual styles, collectively contributed to the development of Impressionism as a movement that prioritized personal expression and the visual experience of the moment over traditional subject matter. The Impressionists broke away from the idea that art should depict myths or allegories and instead focused on scenes of modern life and landscapes. They often painted outdoors to capture the essence of the natural light and its changing qualities. This was a significant shift from the controlled environment of a studio that was customary at that time. The movement officially began with an exhibition by a group known as the Anonymous Society of Painters, Sculptors, Printmakers, and etc. in 1874, which included many of these artists. The term Impressionism itself comes from a derogatory remark by a critic in response to the Monet's painting, Impressionism Sunrise. But the artists embraced the term and it has since become synonymous with one of the most influential movements in the history of art.
Now let's proceed to notable artists and artworks. First artist, Claude Monet, a founding member known for his emphasis on light and nature. Its artwork is Impression Sunrise, the painting that gave the movement its name. Next artist, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, celebrated for his vibrant light and saturated color. Its artwork is Dance at Le Moulin de la Galette, captures the vibrancy of Parisian social life. Next artist is Camille Pissarro, the only artist to exhibit in all 8 Impressionist exhibitions. And its artwork is Boulevard Montmartre series depicts the bustling Paris streets. Next artist is Edgar Degas, preferred indoor scenes and is famous for his work on dancers. Its artwork is The Dance Class, a look into the world of ballet dancer. Next artist is Berthe Morisot, one of the few female impressionists known for her delicate portrayal of domestic life. And its artwork is The Cradle, a tender depiction of a mother and child. And next artist is Alfred Sisley, focused on landscape painting with an emphasis on atmospheric conditions. Its artwork is Bridge at Villeneuve-la-Garenne, a serial landscape painting. Next artist is Mary Cassatt, an American painter who captured the private lives of women. And its artwork is The Child's Bath, intimate mother and child scene. Next artist is Gustave Caillebotte, known for his realistic urban scenes and perspective. Caillebotte's artwork is Paris Street Trinity, a snapshot of Parisian life with a focus on perspective. And the last artists are Paul Gauguin and Georges Seurat, joined the movement later and are also associated with post-impressionism. These artists and their works were pivotal in the transition from traditional academic art into modernism, influencing generations of artists to come. Impressionism allowed for personal expression and the study of light, which was considered revolutionary at the time.
Let's talk about the interpretations of Impressionism. The Impressionists sought to capture the transient effects of light and color, focusing on accurately and objectively recording contemporary life. This approach was revolutionary at that time as the art world was dominated by historical, biblical, and allegorical subjects with an expectations of a polished finish. Interpretations of Impressionism have evolved over time. Initially, the movement was met with criticism and scorn, with critics labeling the works as unfinished or akin to wallpaper. However, the Impressionists emphasized on personal expression, and the study of light and color has since been recognized as a pivotal shift towards modern art. The movement also introduced new painting techniques such as a plein air painting, painting outdoors, which allowed for spontaneity and a more direct engagement with the changing qualities of the natural world. The use of fragmented color and brief brush strokes became hallmarks of the style. Impressionism has been interpreted as a reflection of modern life and an embrace of modernity, with artists choosing to depict everyday scenes and landscapes rather than grandiose historical narratives. The movement paved the way for various subsequent art movements and continues to influence the artists today. For a deeper understanding of Impressionism and its interpretations within the context of art history and movement, it's beneficial to explore the works and techniques of the individual artists associated with the movement, as well as the historical and cultural backdrop against which they were painting.
In conclusion, Impressionism has left an indelible mark on the art world. Its innovative approach to capturing life and light has inspired countless artists and continues to delight viewers today. As we end our report, let's remember the Impressionists' vision that beauty lies in the momentary and the everyday. Thank you for exploring this transformative art movement with us.